My foster mom would beat my foster dad. And I knew, I was like, I can't stay here. I will not let them adopt me. This is where it's a miracle. Jim and Lynn and Courtney are from California. Jim's job brought him up to Medford, Oregon for 2 years. He had a 2-year contract. And that's when Courtney started going to school with me. And her and I were in the same grade. She had said something about how she was adopted. And at that point, I knew that I wasn't going to get to go live with my biological mom anymore. We were at a birthday party and I went up to Lynn, Courtney's mom, and I said, I'm going up for adoption. Will you adopt me? And keep in mind, Lynn didn't know me from Adam at that point. She just knew I was Courtney's friend.
So little 9-year-old Felicia just skates up.
Yep. Roller skating rink.
Yep.
Came
like,
up to
hi,
her.
can you adopt me?
And Lynn was like, of course, sweetie. Yeah. And she didn't know I was serious.
Yeah.
And apparently, and I don't remember any of this, but apparently I skated back up to her, sat next to her, and I said, I was serious. If I go up for, this is going to make me cry. I wasn't going to cry today. If I go up for adoption, will you adopt me? And that's when she knew, like, that's when she knew, like,
a lighthearted yap.
She knew, like, this girl's serious. And she called Jim, her husband, and she said, I just told one of Courtney's friends that we would adopt her. And he said, do you love her? And she was like, yeah. They didn't even know me.
Damn it.
And they adopted me. And so it was kind of a wild ride. So I was still in foster care at the time. They had to become foster parents before they could actually adopt me. So they went through the process to try to foster me. Jim's job transferred him back to California. Well, legally, you can't take a child out of the state before they're
adoption is final.
adopted. And Jim had already moved back to California. Lynn and Courtney stayed, and Lynn didn't know if she would be able to adopt me at that point. And they're like, how do we tell this little girl? And I remember we were driving in the car. They had gotten a call from my caseworker, Jim Ward. I'll never forget his name. And he said, we brought your case in front of a judge. And when there's a fit like this, we can't say no. And so I was one of the first wards of the state to legally be allowed to leave the state before an adoption was final.
That was like a pretty big deal. That they were like, this is such a fit that we're gonna let her go.
Yeah.